In order to pull off the largest artificial evolution experiment to date, you would need a large experiment. And that's why scientists from the University of Norway gathered in total 20,000 zebrafish to ultimately prove that their evolution is not able to keep up with the warming ocean. Take a look, though, at these pictures. The actual scientists gathering the first generation of zebrafish. They were caught in the wild and then bred based on their ability to withstand rising temperatures. The experiment took 3 years, which equaled 6 generations of zebrafish, and only those that adapted best to those rising temperatures were allowed to breed. A lot of work to chase around thousands of species to measure their individual temperature and their thermal limitations, making sure no outside factors came into play. After all of this, the fish were only able to withstand a temperature rise of 0.04 degrees per generation, not nearly enough to keep up with warming waters. And waters are warming at an exponential rate. The global oceans are taking in more heat than the rest of the world, 90% of the heat. In fact, a new study showing that oceans have warmed 0.77 degrees Celsius in 2019 than the entire 20th century average. And a very recent study showing that ocean warming rate is accelerating by 450% in the last 3 decades when compared to the previous 3 decades. Now, all of this, when it comes to evolution not keeping up with climate change, isn't unexpected, but this is the first time that scientists have been able to quantify the lag in evolution when compared to climate change. And when the breeding cycle of the zebrafish is so short, just 6 months, imagine how much harder species with longer breeding cycles will have. The Greenland shark breeds only 150 years. Not likely to keep up with evolution. But we now have the hard facts to back it up, and that's always another piece in the big puzzle. And now you're science smart. If you have a science question on your mind, send me a tweet and I'll try to get it answered.